And thank you for joining us. And Michael, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
The industry is facing unprecedented challenges right now. We have transmission siting issues. We're having to deal with bringing new green generation onto the grid. We're looking at building out new clean coal, new nuclear facilities. A lot of challenges lie before us, and I'm just wondering, what are the major challenges, threats, and opportunities you see as the industry attempts to address these issues?
Okay. Well, as a software technology company, we help the industry in several ways. And some of the things that we're actually seeing that we're actually physically helping in production with customers, real customers, twofold. One is on the data front. You got massive amounts of data. You got meter reads going from once a month to once every 15 minutes. Multiply that across a base of 5 million customers, it adds up. So where we're seeing a lot of our activity and a lot of value is the ability for us to integrate the data, not only from the meters, but the back office systems, so their metering, their outage management, and allowing that data not only to be connected, but then showing the customer what's important to them. So it's one thing to get the data, it's another thing to present that data back to them in a manner that makes sense to them. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing that thread. So that's kind of at the core. So data integration, surfacing that data. The next step beyond that is the business process intelligent aspects of that data. So how is all this data changing the culture, and how is it being manipulative to their business processes? It's the gap analysis of as is to be, as well as some of the new things being introduced due to the technology trends. So it's all about the data. Once you have the data, how does that tie into your business processes? And then once you know what that process is, what are the analytics, statistics around that? So what is normal? If something becomes abnormal, let you know about that in real time. So we're going from a trend to batch, once a month type of things to more real time, pseudo real time. It's giving really the customer the ability to have the information they need to make the right decisions. And not only reactive, but the proactive aspects of that. Mm-hmm. So those are the two major threads we're seeing, the integration and the business process impact, and then the statistics and data management around that.
And building off the integration issue, one thing that we're hearing a lot of recently is the potential increase in M&A activity in the utility sector. Yep. As utilities merge with one another, obviously integration is going to be an important role for them, an important thing to analyze. What advice would you give utilities as they look at the integration of their systems through these M&As?
Right. So valid question. In fact, we have multiple customers now going through M&As. And when you think about merger acquisition, there's several things. One, you have multiple applications, right? Then you have multiple business processes. And then, typically you have, resources, human resources overlap. So in order for an M&A to be successful, there's articles out there that say success rates, but integration is key to get the value out of a merger acquisition. So where does it start? It's, applications, allowing applications, at least in the short term, typically you don't get a rip and replace, or we're going to use system A over system B. It's marrying those in the short term, decoupling them, allowing the business functionality to flow until they go to a monolithic, one system fits all for both entities. So the value for us there is, just tying in the data, the decoupling effect, and surfacing the data. The other aspect is the business processes, similar to the earlier thread, right? So, how is your meter to cash or your outage management or your service provisioning process? How is entity A and entity B doing it? Which one are we going to adopt? Do we have to support them both in the short term? And it all comes down to the customer, single view customer, right? So it needs to be transparent to you and I as a consumer, and how do they do that? And then master data, right? So lots of customers, customer bases, how do they manage that? Again, going back to the single view of the customer. So those are just sorts of examples of the way we can help merger acquisitions. And it's key and it's critical. It's transparent to the customer, hopefully, but it's very important.
Excellent. Yeah. All right, Michael, well, thank you so much for your time today.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Take care.